Alright, hello all you crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, and welcome back to Harvest December. Where was I? Bridal June. It is time to go and read the epilogue, and this is a two-part epilogue if I recall correctly. This was the boys' side, and let's see. I stacked the beer cases up. The ground was still a bit muddy, but at least my hands didn't slip from the rain. In a few weeks, though, the summer heat would eventually get to me, and I was sure I would have problems with my sweaty palms when it did. Just another day and we'd have to flip the calendar. The rainy season was almost over. I walked into the shade to take a rest. No flashcards today? Yumi Marino asked as she poked her head out of the door. Does that mean you've made up your mind? About what? You two? Sane's been just as secretive. Mom's feeling a bit left out, she said jokingly and came out to stand beside me. How's Taeka-san? Taeka, right? Because you pronounce all the letters? Go to the liquor shop if you want to check on her. She's happy then. She's newlywed after all. Hey, why are you so concerned? Yumi-san, how much did you give away? How much did you forgive? What in the world are you talking about? Stop speaking weird like Masaki-kun. You sound like you're off your rocker. You sound off the rocker. Close enough. I had a pretty good idea what she thought about Masaki now. We just decided we both need to mature, and you both need to learn to give way. Huh? And we're back in school. Here you go. I made a big lunch, but if it's not enough, I'll just have to go buy more to eat. Thanks, Yuki. That's a first. Misaki nodded and walked towards me holding the large bento box wrapped in furoshiki. Excuse me, I have a Discord that's open on the side, and it's like distracting me, and I need to close that. Normally, I close out of Discord when I record, but today I kind of forgot to do that. Anyway, he was doing something with his lunchbox. Thanks for me too, Yuki. You carry the drinks. I nodded and we both walked out of the classroom. Hey, Oni-chan, Masaki-chan. Where are you two going? Mizuho was just about to walk inside. They said we needed to talk, so I gave them both their lunch. I'm sure they're going to talk about dirty things. Of course that's the first thing that you think of, Mizuho. How perverted do you think all men are? You seem to have a pretty low opinion of them. I think all of them are at least as bad as Oni-chan is. I find that hard to deny. But today, we'll let them spend some time together, alone. You're just going to let them go? It's a wife's duty to be forgiving too. Yuki nodded understandingly. The magazine Monthly Matrimony exclusive feature Being a Good Wife was lying open next to her bento box. Mizuho decided it would be kinder to pretend she hadn't seen that. I almost want to read that just to find out how cringe it is, you know? Alright, moving on. Huh? Wait a minute, you made lunch for both of them? Mizuho's eyes shifted from Yuki to Sane. Well, Yuki said she'd make it, so I didn't. Sane shrugged as she opened her bento box. But you didn't do anything to Oni-chan. Hehe, no. Oh, never mind. Mizuho sat down in her usual spot. Itadakimasu! The three of them said in unison. I forget what that means. What's the matter with both of you? Sane, you and Oni-chan have been acting weird. Is that so? I mean, to be fair, you're supposed to always be saying your older brother is acting weird. Source, I have a little sister. Yes, I've noticed too. It's weird. You aren't on bad terms, but it's as if you've become distant. Nothing's changed. It's just now we're more aware now. What is that even supposed to mean? Oni-chan stopped studying hard the way he used to, but it's not as if he's returned to his normal self either. Ugh. Mizuho's frustration didn't last long. She began stuffing her face with great gusto. I suppose a blessing is more complicated than it looks, Yuki said quietly to herself. Yeah. Sane picked her salmon to pieces with her chopsticks. I thought we'd be instantly happy once we were blessed. That wasn't the case? No. There are things that need to be sorted out before that. Yuki and Mizuho looked at each other confused. This is too salty, Sane laughed. But she looked as if she were about to cry. Alright, here we go on the roof. I licked off the rice stuck to my fingers. The food's great. I thought so at Hanami. Yuki's cooking is really a treat. Should I ask her if she could make you lunch too? I told you it's a treat. A treat's nice because you only have it once in a while. I have to admit, Sane's bento does taste like something you could eat every day without getting tired of. You've had her bento before. Just a little. Really. I didn't feel like pursuing the subject further. Maybe it was because I was comfortable after filling my stomach with food. No wonder you were so quiet, Masaki said as he picked off the last piece of steamed vegetable. The lunch was good, but a little bit small for 2 guys. It started out exactly the way Yusuji predicted. I had told Masaki everything. He didn't agree or disagree with me, but silently lent me his ear for the whole time. I was grateful for that. Stupid, right? It was inevitable. Sooner or later, it would have happened, but it was good in a way that it aired all of the problems. It was good in a way that it aired all the problems. That's an odd way of putting it. Can't even concentrate on studying. And then when I was to go to work, Yumi-san keeps bothering me about it. Must be hard on you. Oh, sure it is. I shot a look at Masaki, who was wearing an amused look. I relaxed and rested my back against the fence. I don't know about anybody else, but I've always had a rather irrational fear that like the fence would just disappear and I'd go tumbling off the wall that I was sitting on whenever I do that. I'm pretty sure that's just me. You can either leave a comment to say that you too, or that how like out of my mind I am. Alright, moving on. Is the idea of working at the shop with Sine so unappealing to you? To be honest, not really. And you think and yet you try to avoid thinking about it by studying and suddenly studying for entrance exams. Yeah, I know I was crazy. I guess you have a vague insecurity. I'm not gonna go suicidal if that's what you're worried about. I was no Aku to Gawa. Okay. Interesting. I guess literary and historical and whatever allusions are present in Japanese writing too. Anyway, insecure people feel intimidated by people that know themselves. That's because the latter look confident, a quality that the weak crave. When someone behaves so surely of themselves, you begin to doubt whether your opinions are right or wrong. Are you trying to tell me I'm spineless? Says he indignantly, who gave up studying the second things took a different turn. It's so nice to know your opinion of me. Should I shut up? No, carry on. I didn't need comfort from lies. I needed the hard truth. The solution is simple. Either you give in or Sane does. Yeah, I know that. What Masaki-san said was exactly what Taeka-san had said. What would you do if you were in my shoes? I wouldn't have either of us give in. I'd take the other solution. What's that? Drop Sane completely. I moved before I knew what I was doing. Looks like you already know what you want, at least. Masaki smiled as he looked down at my fist grabbing hold of his shirt. Which is it going to be? Are you going to give in? Or her? Damn it. I let go of him. Masaki faked a cough to make a point. He had me there. He had suggested the third solution so easily. And I couldn't forgive that, even for a second. That man... Damn it. I had to make up my mind by winter. I love her, don't I? I looked up at the sky. It was annoyingly blue. That sounds like a good video title. Epilogue, The Girl's Side. I am 9 minutes into this recording, and I might as well just finish off the epilogue of The Girl's Side in this video. Anyway, Sane took a mouthful of tea. Her throat was dry from talking too much. Mizukami-san had made it for her, and was now quietly typing on her laptop as usual. So that's what happened. Aww. Sakura Tagami and Mayuri Yusuji reacted just as Sane had expected. Toyama-senpai is hopeless, but you're an idiot too, Marino-senpai, Mayuri said as she stared straight into Sane's eyes, propping her chin up on the clasped hands. I would have kept quiet about it. Tried to make my enemies believe that they stood no chance. Or are you just going to tell us this because you're confident it'll make no difference? No, I just thought it would be unfair if I didn't tell you. You're an idiot of the worst kind. Mayuri-chan, you're being mean. You're an idiot, but I'm even worse. Mayuri wiped her palm across her forehead. Because should give up and support you two, but I'm deliriously happy. Because now I'm thinking I still got a chance, and I'm already considering ways to win Kohai-senpai over. I'm nastier than you think. I don't know about that, because if I've still got a chance, I'm still going to try. Sakura, boost up! Sakura struck a pose. Sane and Mayuri rolled their eyes. Mayuri leaned back in her chair, looking up at the sky through the window behind her. It's going to be hot this summer. That's it? Alright, that was a lot shorter than the boys' epilogue. This has been Harvest December, Combat in May. No, that was the last chapter. This has been Harvest December, Bridal June. My name is Dragonite. Next time we're going to be taking on Theological July, which sounds like a place where Shiro and Shiro the wolf are going to show up again. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.